Okay, sport fans, time to run the store procedure. I got right up to the moment of truth on the last video and I got excited and I hit stop rather than pause on the recorder system, so it's time to record. But I did add a small wood fireplace while I was waiting for the other system to create the video, so you could see text box, radio button list, 5, text box, product. There's our lovely output variable at work. So that's useful, right? And these can be quite diagnostic. We just did a true or false thing here. If it worked, I haven't looked at a stored procedure lately, but it could be as easy as count the number of rows before in the products table in the database before and after the insert. If it's one more after the insert, well, okay, there's your answer. We added the product. So I'll check on that. But and if we go to the end here, you can see that the grid view also updated, and we haven't sold anything yet. What is that? 5? Oh, we have 5 in stock. Each is 1,500. The store procedure automatically calculated at 50% markup, and the preferred vendor is whoever is vendor 1. So of course you want to see that again, or you just want to see it. So here we go. Oh, our clear form isn't working, so you have to wait again, don't you? You say nay, just show me the money. So okay, well the mediums are 1750, and doesn't matter if there's anything there. Okay, it's an appliance. We're getting 5 of them. Save the product. Dun, dun, dun. This is even without any error checking. So now we have to try to break it. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. So we're going to charge $26.25 instead of $22.50. So that's nice. Now let's see if we can break it. You have sorry. You have to try to break it. So what happens if you leave that out? Stock quantity. That's what happens. So we don't have any error checking. Whoops. So what does that mean? There's no... By the way, if you're not seeing this level of error checking, in fact, if you're not seeing error checking like this with a line number and a specific error message, then you must do the following. If you're not seeing error messages, you're seeing some vague thing, then please do the following. Go into the source, go up to the top, and type this, debug equals true, and then save it again. And that's it. Somewhere in the middle of line 1, just type debug equals true. So go back here, and so we need error checking. Yeah, we certainly need error checking. Let's see if if it's, how about red? How much do they cost? Red. Yeah, that's a nice error message. So conversion to red to decimal is not possible. I like that. So we have to clear these to get an error message, like you didn't select one. But so I'm making the case that we need to have error checking in our data entry. So let's do our clear form. Let's do the error checking. Then we're done. All right. So let's clear the form. So we get this button here, and now we need to know the names of our text boxes. Oh, gee, see, this is why you name your text boxes. I don't remember the names of my text boxes, but they're all there in a nice little group because I all started with the little txt. txt cost dot text equals nothing. That's how you wipe it out, or the contents of it. Go to the next one. Txt output dot text equals nothing. Txt product name. When you see the IntelliSense pop up, you can hit the tab button to accept the value. So that's 3 stock quantity. What about our RBLs? So the selected index of the first category is 0. So to unselect any of the categories, set the selected index to -1. When you turn on the the web page for the first time, that's what the value of the radio button, the selected index, is -1. Nothing's been selected yet. RBL vendors. Booyah. Alright, so that's how you clear it. Does it work? Guess you have to refresh that. Ooh. Wow, it protected. Look. Oh, that just made my day. So it fired a save. I didn't ask it to, but it fired a save. Save product. And it fired the saving operation. But our error checking inside the store procedure said, no, we already have one of those. Oh, this is great. All right, so we just cleared the system. Nice. Can you save a product? See, we really need error checking, so that's what's next. But we got the clear done. So we need an if statement. So error checking needs to go at the top. So input, processing, output. We got to check the input. If there's a problem with the input, it makes no sense to even start setting up your command, and you're setting up your infrastructure here to get this thing to work. We should never even get to this line here that I've highlighted if there's bad data. So you check it first. So it's kind of like if bad data. No, sorry. In Visual Studio, text is in red. Excuse me, double quotes. Text is in double quotes in ASP.NET. Text is in single quotes in SQL, in the SQL coding language. But it's going to look like this. So if bad data, then exit sub. So so if there's bad data, we need to stop. This is the same thing as exit sub is the same thing as return. We used return before in the store procedure. You can check it. So if there's bad data, now give them an error message. If you go back and forth, but you start forgetting which program, back and forth from ASP.NET to SQL. You forget what to do, single quote, double quote. But this is kind of the format. If there's bad data, then say, hey, stop. There's a problem here. Check it out, and then stop. Exit sub. All right. So this is important. Please pay attention. This exit sub is a wild horse. it has to be inside the barn of an if statement. If, then, and if. If you just had an exit sub, just like maybe over here, like you had an extra one, your code would pretty much, go down to line 200 and stop. And then you'd say, what's wrong with this darn code? I hate coding. Well, it's working like you told it to. So be careful with this exit sub. Keep it in the barn. Keep the horse in the barn. Only use an exit sub inside the confines of an if statement. So we need to not let that horse run wild. We gotta tie it down. All right, so what's the bad data? txt cost.text equals nothing. That's a problem. If they didn't type anything in the text box, we need to stop. So here's our big tool, or else. If that's a problem, or else txt, not output, but product name. Oh, that's nice. Or else txt, so I guess we don't need this anymore. Wow. Don't be so helpful. txt, what's the next one? txt cost, product name, stock quantity. Bam. If any of those is like they didn't type anything, then stop. But we have more to do, or else. So this all has to be on one line, by the way. Or else. So what else is a problem? I'll tell you what's a problem. They didn't type a number. So in the text box for cost, they didn't type a number. Ooh, that was nice. I just hit the or and hit the space bar and it popped that in there. That's nice. So is it a number? Did they type a number in the cost, or did they type the word red? If it's not a number, then that's a problem. Give an error message and stop. So we also have to worry about the other text box, stock quantity. So you can double click, Control C copy, double click, Control V paste. What are some other problems? The radio button lists, RBL, categories, dot selected index equals -1. Oh, that's nice. Down arrow, tab, or else RBL, vendors, dot selected index equals -1. Then, if any of these are a problem, if the first one is a problem, or else, the second one is a problem, or else. So if any of them on this list is a problem, they didn't select something in the categories radio button list, or perhaps they didn't select something in the radio button list for vendors. If any of these is a problem, then, and again, this all has to be one long line, and I just used wrap text here. Word wrap. So, Featherman, how do you get word wrap? Tools, options, text editor, all languages, word wrap. And that's where line numbers is also. All right, so now we have to test it. Okay, here we go. So I forgot to put the rest of this. Oh, check data entry. All right, I got that guy. Check data entry, stock quantity. I guess I'll buy 6 of them. Check data entry, product cost, $2,000. Tammy's imports, save a product. Okay, you can see I added this. Make sure you put the equals false here. See,